There you are.
What do you mean? You didn't get my note?
I was at the gym. I'm all sweaty.
I don't care. Come here. Oh. I went to the courthouse. I got there so early. They weren't even open yet.
Courthouse? Why'd you go there?
I filed the divorce papers. It's official. I'm a free woman.
Oh, that's great. You can finally breathe easy again. Congratulations.
Wait. No hug? No kiss? No nothing?
No, it's on my agenda. I need to take a shower.
Excuse me. I'm sorry. Can you just at least pretend to be thrilled about this?
2 cappuccinos to go and a very plain tea. Thanks.
I hope that's not all for you.
Hi, no, the coffee's for the kids. Plain tea is for me.
How's Luke doing?
I don't want to put a jinx on anything, but I think his body is accepting the kidney.
Well, that's a miracle.
Yeah. There's been a lot of those these days, and I'm happy to say that.
Well, you look well. Strong.
I'm surviving, in the best sense of that word.
Well, that's wonderful.
I do what the doctors tell me to, and most of the time I feel pretty good.
Well, I can't tell you how happy I am to hear you say that. Really.
Not holding any grudges, darling?
I understood why you did what you did. You were scared. You were trying to find the best way possible to deal with your cancer. I'm just glad you finally have.
Thank you. You look good. Anything to do with a certain young Dusty Donovan?
Dusty and I are doing okay so far.
Oh, and? Well, tell me more. I have cancer. You can confide in me. Go on.
Okay, we decided to live together.
Oh. You don't look too enthusiastic about that.
No, I am. It's just that, unfortunately, the only place available is his suite at the Lakeview. The farm's out of the question because...
Mama, Emma. I'm not cheering on the two of you getting together.
Hardly. And then there's the Jennifer factor.
Jennifer? Oh, she lives at the Lakeview. I see. Darling, I'm a little tired and I'm going to sit down. Why don't you get a cup of coffee and sit with me? Because I think I can come up with a solution to your problem.
Morning, Miss Snyder.
Oh. Dusty. I was just calling up to your room.
Well, I'm assuming you're not looking for me. Meg worked the late shift last night. She's not back yet.
Oh.
Anything I can help you with?
Well, there are a few boxes in my truck. For Meg, clothes and such. She asked me if I would drop them by.
I'll take them on.
Thank you.
So I hear Luke's pulling through great after the surgery.
Yes.
It's wonderful.
Yeah. I'm very proud of him. He's a fighter.
He's got a lot of people in his corner.
Yes, he does. But at the moment, it's not so much Luke that I'm worried about. It's my Meg.
But you gotta swear to me that same stuff, Stan. When Will killed that Rose woman, he used a poison that was made from distilled paint thinner. It's gotta be the exact same thing now. It's crucial. You sure? All right. I'll trust you on this. No, not yet. But I think today is gonna be the day. I'm just finishing laying some groundwork.
I can't believe how quickly you can get him back to sleep.
Guess I'm a natural. Go figure.
Listen, I gotta talk to you later. Bye. Oh, so, little guy taking a nap?
Yeah. I hope he doesn't sleep too long. I'm starved.
You want to go get you something?
No. We'll wait till he wakes up, then we can all have breakfast at Java.
Oh, that sounds great.
I meant the three of us. Will, me, and Billy.
Oh, well, that's nice. Have a great time.
You want some juice or something?
Oh, hey, I just made my special papaya drink.
Nobody likes that drink but you, Mom.
It's an acquired taste, I admit it, but it's very good for you.
I'm fine. Thanks. I'll just wait till we go.
Well, I need something to tide me over until we get there. So why don't we go see if there's anything besides papaya in the fridge?
Hello? Hi. Yes, Iris. Dombrowski. Yeah, I know. I'm the last person you expected to hear from, but listen, I think you need to meet me. No, Trust me, you're gonna want to meet me. It's important. All right, I'll see you in Java in 10.
Hey, Lily.
Keith, if Holden sees you here, there's gonna be a fight, and I don't need that right now. None of us do.
I just wanted to see how Luke was doing.
He's doing much better. And I need to get inside and see him, so if you'll excuse me.
Yes, I know. I understand. You need to focus on your son right now.
Yes, I do. On Luke and my whole family.
Well, your commitment to your family. That's what I love about you.
Keith.
I just wonder about your commitment to me. You're not even wearing the ring I gave you.
Of course not. Tell me, how am I going to explain that I'm wearing a shiny new engagement ring on my finger?
Well, maybe by telling the truth that we're getting married.
Oh, okay, I can't do this. Not now. I told you, I needed some time.
Yeah, but I didn't know you were going to take that time to get out of your commitment to me.
Okay, I know what I said, and I know what I have to do, but I can't do it now. Why can't you just accept that?
Because I don't want to lose you again.
I can't do this. I can't do this now. I'll talk to you later. I need to get back in with my family.
Dad! Gotta eat! Stop!
Ew. It's so good to see you smile. Look at the color in your cheeks.
Yeah, it's from the food he's trying to feed me.
No, it's because you're getting better.
I promised I would. You never break promise, right, Mom?
No. You're right. I don't break promises.
Hey. You okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. I just need to check on something. I'll be back in a little bit.
Lily. It's okay. I know what's going on.
You do?
Well, yeah, you can't deny your feelings any longer. You've been strong for everybody else, and now it's your turn.
Well, I am tired. I'm more tired than I've been in a really long time.
And what do you expect? You haven't slept in how many days?
Too many.
Listen, Luke is going to be fine. I'm going to stay here with him. Lucinda's on our way over, so why don't you just go home and try and get some sleep?
I don't feel right leaving you or Luke.
Lily, we're not going anywhere. We'll be right here when you get back. Go home. Get some rest. You can't fall apart on me now. We've got too much to do.
You're right. We do.
Em, of course I'm happy for you. You've wanted this for a long time.
I thought it's what we wanted.
Well, it is. That's what I meant.
Well, then why are you acting like I just told you I had my teeth cleaned?
Well,
or
it's no big
something?
surprise. I always figured Hal would come around and let you go.
Yeah, and he has.
What, I'm not reacting right? Okay, we'll start again. Look, I'm thrilled. I am. I'm thrilled. Why don't we go out tonight? We can celebrate.
Okay. Where do you want to go?
Wherever you want. Make a reservation. You can tell me where after I take a shower.
Okay. I'll get that. You go shower.
Right.
Hey,
Hi.
you have a minute to talk?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Yeah, listen, I just heard about the divorce, and I gotta tell you, I'm a little worried.
About what? This is best for everyone.
Well, I'm not sure that it's best for Daniel. He's not taking this very well. I'm surprised you haven't picked up on that.
Hey, look who's up from his nap. Will?
Great. Thank you. I'm really glad Carly put us in touch. Goodbye.
What are you doing?
I had to come out here because I didn't have service inside. You didn't think I left, did you?
What was the phone call about?
It's good news. I was on the phone with a lawyer from Detroit who used to work for Rosanna. Carly gave me his number.
Why would we need to talk to a lawyer, especially one that Carly recommends?
Oh, relax. Everything's fine. I just wanted to make sure that Iris wouldn't have any claim to the trust fund money once you moved out.
That's a good question. Will she?
Nope, not a single penny. You guys are in the clear.
I feel like an idiot.
Why?
Because when I saw you outside, I thought it was because you didn't want me to hear you. And then you mentioned Carly, so...
So you started thinking the worst. Look, didn't we make a certain promise?
That we would never lie to each other?
Yeah, so that was for real. I just wanted to make sure you and the baby were gonna be okay. I'm never gonna go behind your back on anything. You got it?
Got it. It just seems that every time I turn around, Carly's trying to do me some sort of favor.
Well, I think she's trying to make amends.
She's trying to butter me up so I'll drop charges.
Yeah, I think that's only part of it.
Is that your way of saying you think we should go to that stupid lunch today?
I think we should give it a try. What have you got to lose?
Okay. Okay, I'll think about it. But in the meantime, thanks for finding out about his trust fund. At least now I know there's no way that Iris can get her hands on his money.
Hello, Barbara. It's so good to see you.
You have 5 minutes.
Oh, come on. Can't we be civil? Would you like some coffee?
4 minutes, 55 seconds.
All right, all right. Just want to discuss your son, Will.
What about Will?
Oh, don't get me wrong. You know, he's basically a good kid, a little spoiled, but I guess that's what having too much money can do to you
All
sometimes.
right, why don't you get to the point? What has Will done?
It's what he's doing. Namely, spending too much time with my daughter, Gwen.
Well, I couldn't agree with you more there. So what are we going to do about it?
Glad you asked.
I see. It isn't prudent for you and Dusty to stay at the Lakeview while Jennifer's in residence. It makes it all too uncomfortable for all of you.
Yeah, although I don't know what's worse, bumping into Jennifer in the lobby or that constant glare of disapproval that I know Mama will give once we move out to the farm.
Why do you think so small? Aren't there other options? For example, you could stay in my guest house.
Are you serious?
Sierra's moved into the main house with me since the chemo. I mean, it's sitting there, it's all on its lonesome, going to waste.
And you would let me live there with Dusty?
Until you do something that makes me want to throw you out.
Okay, how much will this cost us?
Nothing. Nothing. I owe it to you. Take it as a gesture of gratitude. And hurry up before I change my mind.
Look, you hired me as your nurse. You paid me very well for that.
Yes, but you were more than a nurse. You were a friend. You were a confidant.
More times than not, you didn't agree with my advice.
I rarely agree with other people's advice. Now, come on. Hurry up. Accept it before I change my mind.
I don't know what to say.
A simple yes would suffice.
Okay. I'd love to. Of course, I have to ask Dusty to see if it's okay, but I don't see a problem.
Run along, run along. We got to get you out of that hotel. The sooner the better.
Thank you.
I'll make sure Meg gets everything.
Thank you. So, Dusty, just how permanent is this new living arrangement?
Oh, I don't know what answer to give you that would be the right one to that.
It seems so very, sudden.
Well, surprises happen that way.
You surprised whom?
We surprise each other.
I was serious when I said that I'm worried about my Meg. And I doubt I have to explain to you exactly what I meant.
Means you love her.
That's right. Question is, do you? It seems to me that just a few seconds ago you were pretty much committed to Jennifer Munson.
That didn't happen.
Oh, and so Meg is here to ease your pain, is that it?
No. No.
Well, just excuse me if I'm a bit skeptical, but I don't trust this sudden burst of enthusiasm, and I certainly think it's premature for the two of you to start living together.
Well, that's because you're a traditional kind of gal.
Just cool it, sweetheart. There's one thing that you have to remember, and that is that my daughter is not as tough as she appears. She is just as fragile and susceptible as any of us.
I know that.
And there's another thing you have to remember, and that is that I am not going to stand by and see you break her heart for a second time.
You don't have to worry. It won't happen.
Well, it's going to take a lot more than your say-so to make me believe that.
I know that, Daniel's having a hard time understanding that Hal and I aren't together anymore, but I have talked to him about it.
Well, I don't think you've made things very clear. Because today when I dropped him off at school, he wanted to know who you were going to be married to now.
Hey, Tom. Hey. Everything okay?
Yeah, actually, we're just having
a private conversation.
No, actually, Paul's very much part of this conversation. When Daniel comes here, they spend a lot of time together, so... Do you get... do you feel like he doesn't understand what's going on, Daniel?
With the divorce? I couldn't say. We haven't talked about it.
Well, when he's with you, how does he seem to you? Does he seem happy, adjusted?
Yeah. Great kid. But Tom's his father, so I have to respect that. I'll get out of your way.
All right. We both know that divorce is hard on any child. We know that. But he's given me no indication that he's actually...
acting out at school. Fighting with other kids, calling other students names.
Who told you that?
One of his teachers called me at home. They didn't contact you?
Yeah, the school called. They left a message yesterday. I called them back, but they'd left for the day. We're playing phone tag, I guess.
Oh, you must have been pretty busy.
That's not fair.
You know, what's unfair is you leaving Hal and taking up with Paul Ryan, which is creating chaos in our son's life, and you seem to be oblivious to that. So you need to start proving to me that you're more in tune with what's going on with Daniel, or I'm going to have to seriously reconsider our custody arrangement.
Hiya, Lily.
Are you following me? Or are you paying someone to follow me?
I'm not following you. It's just that you looked so tired when you left the hospital. I didn't want you to fall asleep at the wheel.
I am tired. I'm exhausted. As a matter of fact, I'd really like to go upstairs and just crawl in my bed and go to sleep. So.
Just give me 5 minutes, please.
I don't know what else there is to say. I told you. I needed some time to work it out.
We're getting married. You agreed to that. There's nothing to work out.
What are you talking about? Of course there is. What about Luke? How do I explain it all to him?
Well, if anybody needs an explanation, it might be Holden.
How can I explain to Holden when I don't understand myself? You forced me to agree to something, and I had no time to think. I mean, even if you and I were still together, even if none of this had happened, I am not ready for marriage.
Yes, you are. We belong together. Come on, you know that.
No, I don't. I only said yes to you to save my son's life, and now I'm terrified that if I...
What? What?
You're right. I don't go back on my word. If I break my promise to you, then I am terrified. What if I'm punished? What if Luke is taken away from me anyway?
Did you know that Will and Gwen are moving in together?
That's ridiculous. Will would never do anything so foolish.
Yeah, well, they're both being fools. Blind by love, I guess.
Okay, let's get something straight, all right? My Will is not in love with your daughter. She's merely using him for his good nature.
My Gwen is not the problem here. It was your Will's idea for my daughter to move out on her own. In fact, he even gave her the money for the down payment.
Oh my, that explains it.
Explains what?
He just cashed in some bonds that his aunt and uncle gave him for college.
Oh, yeah, well, now they're going to the Midwood Terrace apartments.
I thought that the court ordered Gwen to live with you.
Yeah, for 90 days, and thanks to your son, she's talking about moving out when her time is up.
Oh, I'm sure it didn't take my son to convince her of that.
Let me tell you something. Gwen and I are getting along just fine, but I'm competing with teen hormones here. Every time I walk in the house, the hands are going every which way.
Okay, spare me, all right?
Well, you know, kids are gonna be kids, all right? But the problem is, they think they can raise that kid on their own, plus finish high school, plus pay the bills.
It's madness.
Yeah, well, that's what I keep telling Gwenny. The best thing is for her to live with me so I can take care of that baby and she can finish school, right? Barbara. Can I call you Barbara? Look, we're both on the same team, right? I mean, come on, let's be honest. Do you really want your son playing daddy at 17? I mean, it's not even his kid.
So what do you suggest?
Well, we're two very smart women. I'm sure we can come up with a way to split them up.
Yes, I'm sure we can.
Oh, look, you got a little coffee on your jacket.
do?
You gotta put some cold water. It's gonna stain.
Okay, thank
Yeah,
you
do it right
very
now.
much.
Hurry up.
All right. Don't move. We have a lot to talk about.
Not going anywhere.
I know what you're up to, Iris, but you're not gonna get away with it.
Coming up on As the World Turns.
Okay, so what would help that?
I don't know. Who knows? A husband.
Let's get married.
I'm doing everything I can to make sure that things work out between your mom and me. I don't think that there's anything standing in our way.
I'm not up to anything, Will. I'm just having a cup of coffee with a friend.
My mother is not your friend.
Oh, how would you know? Just so happens that Barbara and I have become very close over our concern about your relationship with my daughter, Gwen. She happens to agree with me
About what?
that you should stay away from her.
Well, she doesn't get to make that decision, and neither do you.
What are you doing here anyway? Are you following me?
No, Gwen's in the car with the baby, and I'm sure she's gonna be really happy to find out you're plotting with my mother to break us up.
You listen to me, you spoiled little brat. I am sick of you trying to poison my daughter, Gwen.
I don't have to. You are poison, and Gwen knows that.
No, you are trying to control her life. You gave her money to get an apartment. You told her that she didn't need her mother. I'm not going to put up with that anymore. And you tell me, where do you get off thinking that you know everything? It wasn't too long ago that you were carried away with the boys in white coats, right? Advice from you, sweetie pie, is the last thing my daughter even needs. You are a bad influence on my daughter, and you deserve nothing.
You're the bad influence. You've never done anything to help Gwen ever, and I swear, I promise you, I will do everything I can to get you out of her life for good.
What is going on
Mom,
here?
it's not gonna work. You're not gonna break us up.
Will?
Come on, Gwen, let's get out of here before I do something I regret.
Mom, what is this about?
You all heard him. He threatened me. Oh, my God.
That wasn't a threat. It was a warning. Come on.
Hey. How are you?
Great, you just missed your mom.
She was here?
Yeah, she came by with a bunch of boxes.
Oh, that's right. I forgot she was gonna drop that by today. I'm sorry you had to run into her.
Oh, it's okay. We had a nice chat.
Yeah, I'm sure.
You want to hear about it?
No. Not particularly.
Thank God, I'm trying to get over it myself.
Are you hungry? Can we grab a bite?
Not
I
if
have
we're
some
eating
interesting
in the
news.
dining hall. I've had everything on that menu. No way.
Well, must leave you pining for some nice home-cooked meal.
Who's cooking, though? You or me? It all depends, you see.
Okay, the only reason you had to rescue me from that dinner last time was because I was trying too hard. When I'm not trying to pull out all the stops to impress you, I can cook just fine.
Really?
All I need is a kitchen.
Okay, let's see if they have another suite that has one, shall we?
Actually, I have a better idea.
So, that's it. Mom's just tired.
It's been a rough time for all of us. We could all use a little sleep.
Yeah, it's been a rough year.
Yeah, no kidding.
But, you know, things are getting back on track now that you and Mom are back together.
Well, I wouldn't go that far. Not yet.
But you guys are getting close.
We haven't made it official. We've had other things that we've had to deal with.
Yeah, well, now that I'm getting better, you know, you two can focus on each other a little more.
Luke, we have a lot of things that we need to sort out.
Well, then, what are you waiting for? Then get to it.
Since when do you boss me around?
Okay, I'll tell you what. I win this hand, and you have to go home and be with Mom right now.
All right. Show me what you got.
Beat that.
2 pair? 3 of a kind beats 2 pair. Sorry, buddy. You lose. Looks like Mom gets to stay in bed.
Unfair, best out of 3.
All right, you got it. But I get the deal. And just in case you don't win another hand, I want you to know that I'm doing everything I can to make sure that things work out between your mom and me. I don't think that there's anything standing in our way.
Listen, Lily, you can't make a decision out of fear. That's not what this has ever been about.
You offered me a chance to save my son's life, and then you threatened to take it away if I didn't marry you. Now I'm terrified to go back on my word because I'm afraid that my son might still die. How does that not have to do with fear?
Luke is okay. He's already gone through the toughest part. He will live.
He has to live.
Well, you just have to keep believing that. Besides, this is a separate issue. I love you, Lily. That's what this is about.
I know you love me. That doesn't mean we can have a future together.
Well, listen, when all this confusion dies down, you'll realize that you still love me, too. You've just been under a lot of stress for the last few weeks here, you know, so it's hard to, you know, to see clear anymore, but I'm gonna be here and I'm gonna help you and I'm gonna take care of you, make you happy again, Lily. Come on.
You know, maybe Barbara and Iris just ran into each other. Maybe they were talking about knitting, or...
You know, I don't know who set up the meeting, but their agenda was clear. They want to split us up.
Well, they can plot all they want. It's not going to happen.
You're right. It's not.
Hey, what did my mom say to you to set you off like that?
What didn't she say? That I'm a psycho? I'm a bad influence? That I'm poisoning you against her? With the two of them putting their heads together, we have to be prepared because this could get ugly, Gwen.
Well, not if we don't let it.
You don't know my mother. When it comes to being ruthless to get what she wants, Barbara Ryan practically wrote the book.
Yeah, and my mom wrote the white trash version. Okay? I'm not afraid of either one of them. Nobody's gonna split us up.
All right, all I'm saying is that we should be careful and just, you know, keep an eye open.
Aww, how cozy.
Yeah, don't start. Haven't you caused enough trouble today?
Oh, I guess you've heard Will's side of the story.
That's the only side I'm interested in.
No, you heard what was important, what mattered. He said he would do anything to get me out of your life. Is that what you want, Gwen, after all I've done for you?
You know what? All I want is for you to let me live my own life and make my own choices. I don't want you sneaking around behind my back, setting up secret deals with his mom.
Nobody is setting up secret deals. Barbara and I share the same concern. It's a big concern. You two are just kids. You're not even out of high school, and no matter what baloney Will is feeding you, you are not ready to take care of this child on your own, so excuse me for worrying about your future.
Give it up, Iris. No one's buying the Mother of the Year act.
Hey, you! Threaten me! Right now, you listen to me, sweetie pie. I love my daughter and I love my grandson, and I will do everything I can to protect them. So you listen to this and remember, I'm not going anywhere.
Just like that, out of the blue, take the keys to my guest house?
Is that so strange?
Well, in my experience with Lucinda, yeah, she's not really giving without receiving.
I tried to stop her from going down to that clinic in Mexico, and when she wouldn't listen, I had no choice but to quit. So I think she just feels badly about that.
Well, she should. You were trying to help her out.
Plus, I think dealing with her own mortality has kind of softened her up a little bit. Anyway, what's the difference why she's offering? It's a great space. It has a kitchen.
I'm just curious how this even came up between you two.
I told her we were sort of starting to live together, and she thought we needed a bigger space, so she offered. So, come on, what do you think? Can I call her and tell her we accept?
Are you threatening to take my son away from me?
You know I don't want to do that. I'm just worried. You seem more concerned about trying to get your life the way you want it than to how Daniel's going to react to your choices.
Well, that is not true.
Then how do you explain his behavior?
I don't know. I'm not saying that this has been easy for him. But I resent you saying that I'm oblivious to it.
All I want is what's best for Daniel.
Right, me too. And what's best for our son is shared custody with both parents. He's got a solid home with you and Margot, and he has a solid home here. He loves Paul.
The way he loved Hal.
He can see Hal whenever he wants.
Look, that's not my point.
No, your point is you don't think I'm a good enough mother.
No, I didn't say that.
You're threatening to keep my son away from me, so yes, you are.
You need to stop putting words in my mouth. I just came by here to say that you need to start paying a little more attention because Danny is not handling this as well as you obviously think he is. And you need to do something about that, or I will.
I take it that didn't go very well.
I can't do this. I can't do this right now. I mean, have you even thought about what this is going to do to Luke? The boy is trying to recover. How am I going to tell him not only are Holden and I not getting back together, but I'm marrying you instead? That kind of shock could put him in a relapse.
That's not gonna happen.
How can I take that chance?
So you think it's better to just, lie to your family, let them all think that you're getting back with Holden when you're not? It's better to just put it out on the table.
It's better for you.
It's better for everybody, Lily.
It's me. I'm at your house. Get over here, now.
Torn between a secret
I want to be married to Sandy. There's just one problem. I love Jonathan too.
and her son.
If you love me, you'll help me be with Tammy.
It's not that simple, Jonathan.
Now their fate lies in her hands.
There's nothing that is going to keep Tammy and me from getting married.
This week on Guiding Light, Nobody Does It Better, CBS Daytime.
I'm being presumptuous, aren't I?
What do you mean?
Well, it's one thing for you to ask me to pop my toothbrush in one of your extra glasses in the hotel bathroom, and it's another thing for me to ask you to share Lucinda's guest house with me.
Yeah, what's the difference?
Besides the opportunity for you to make me a great paella, I don't know, it's a bigger deal. More of a...
Commitment.
something like that.
ready for that.
Actually, I was thinking maybe you're not.
Why don't you let me decide that?
Okay. Decide away.
Where do we pick up the keys?
If Tom's threatening to take Daniel away, then we need to talk to a lawyer immediately. Straighten this whole thing out before it gets out.
No, I think he's just putting me on notice, you know, giving me a heads up.
Well, it's not fair. I mean, you're a phenomenal mother. Daniel's crazy about you.
Well, apparently Daniel has been acting out at school ever since Hal and I separated. He's confused, you know. And Tom doesn't think I'm giving him enough support.
Based on what, exactly?
He seems to think that my life isn't so stable these days.
Okay, so what would help that?
I don't know. Who knows? A husband.
Fine. Let's get married.
Can you believe the gall of that woman?
Unfortunately, yeah, and I can't believe I had to let her back into my life.
Well, she'll be out of it again soon enough.
You still here?
Get used to it.
Honey, why can't you see what I'm saying makes sense? I can take care of you a whole lot better than he can.
I'll save it, Mom. For the last time, once the 90 days are up, I'm gone.
Yeah. That is if the judge decides that you can take care of that baby without my help.
Oh, please, you blew your chances when the social worker saw a stash of booze in your purse.
It was one time.
And we'll talk to a lawyer who said there's no way you can touch any of the trust fund money once I move out. So you might as well give up. And this whole big happy family thing ain't gonna fly. And there's nothing you can do about it, okay? Will, come on. Excuse me.
There's something I can do about it, all right? Okay. Bottoms up.
What is it going to take for that guy to leave my wife alone?
Us standing up to him.
No, me standing up to him. Do me a favor. Go to the hospital and check on Luke.
Fine. If you'll go in there and clean house and take out the trash and get rid of it once and for all.
I will. Count on it. This is the last time I'm going to tell you, Morrissey. I want you out of this house and I want you away from my wife.
I'm not going anywhere. We're having a private conversation here, and it's none of your business.
Well, I'm going to make it my
No,
business.
please stop. Hold on, please. You don't understand. I want him here. I can't put it off any longer. I have to tell you the truth. Keith and I are back together.
On the next As the World Turns.
I can't believe it. This is the guy that you're telling me that you're falling in love with.
Well, of course she's in love with me. Why do you think she's marrying me?
But you hate her, Mom.
Let's go.
No, go ahead. Ooh, that should give it a little punch there.
I want to come first, because I won't settle for less.